Hi, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About God Now. And I'm your host, Angelique. And on this episode, I want to talk to the Hebrew Israelites. In particular, I want to talk to Captain Tazariak. Now, I've seen you on a couple of different podcasts. I've seen you first on God Logic. I've just watched you debate with Sam Shimon, Cliff, Connectly, and I see you on Jesse Lee Peterson. And this channel is geared to Jesus is God, and that is the big debate. And like I said, I watched you, and this is not an attack against you. I'm not trying to debate with you. I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm not trying to preach to you. But like I said, watching you, I agree with how you understand that there is one God. I do not believe in what you believe in, but I agree with how you understand there is one God. And like I said, watching you in God Logic, you was like, oh, this is semantics. So I think I was watching an episode and it was maybe like an hour or so long. So around the 40-minute mark, like I started getting confused. And why I started getting confused, because it does get down to semantics. And sometimes I feel like you know the truth, but you're just too blind to understand the truth. And I do understand the people that you debate, they like to use the word Trinity, and they talk about Jesus as if he is, I don't know how to explain it, like a second person. I don't like to explain it like that. I don't use the word Trinity. I talk about Jesus exactly how God said he's manifested in the flesh. So I believe that's where the controversy comes in. And when I seen you and God Logic talking, it's just like, to me, it was like God Logic is the son of God and you're like the son of man. And it's like y'all just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I picked out some scriptures. Oh, so before I go there, this channel is geared to me using everyday people and showing them the characters, themselves in the character of the Bible. So like I said, this episode is about you. So I'm going to give you some names. I'm going to give you Eve. I'm going to give you Cain. I'm going to give you King Saul. I'm going to give you Saul of Tarsus. I'm going to give you Jacob. And me, you can call me Elijah. Elijah, as we know, was a prophet sent to dismantle the false gods that they were at the time and to prove that there was only one God. And also, I am considered a watchman. In Ezekiel 33, it talks about the watchman. So I am a watchman, and I've been sent to speak to you.
Shalom. Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, BASHEM, Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakup coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, let's first off, Matthew 22, verse 29, Yahushua answered and said unto them, ye do err, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of Yahweh. Now, this was actually one of the most funny videos ever, where she was literally passive aggressively talking shit and insulting Captain Tazariak by calling him all the names of these bad people in the scriptures. But then I don't know, like it's just so funny. I genuinely find it so hilarious how she literally just trapped herself. She literally just trapped herself and just showed how stupid she really is. She called herself fucking Elijah. She called herself Elijah, and then the brother showed this is Elijah. This is Elijah. Elijah came back as a woman dressed provocatively, showing off her ass. All right, this is this is how you can't write this. You cannot write this. This is actually funny. This is genuinely funny to me. How are you so stupid? How? Oh my god, that was so funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually funny. Oh god, bro. Oh, that was funny. Anyway, joke aside, I have to remember what she was talking about. Basically, she was saying all this stuff about God Logic or David Lynn. I forgot who the name of the dude that she was talking about, but the dude was saying stuff. She said that he was speaking as the Son of God, which that's kind of crazy that she's saying that. But okay, whatever. I'll just gloss over that for now. And then she's saying all this stuff of where she doesn't want to debate. She doesn't want to do all that stuff, which I don't think that there even should be a debate with her in the first place, because she clearly does not know what she's talking about, as seen with her audaciously being so foolish to post such a stupid ass video or pictures or whatever, and then call herself a watchman, call herself Elijah and all that stuff. That's ridiculous to me. All right. But continuing on, let's stay on track. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Basically, like, what are you doing? Basically, what are you doing? Well, first of all, this is just in general. All right, that's just in general. But then to take it a step further, how are you calling yourself Elijah? How are you comparing yourself to Elijah when you don't know, you clearly don't know what the scriptures say? All right, now let me also get this. Matthew 24 verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So if Yahawashi is Yahweh, if the Son of, he's literally called the Son. So I don't know what the fuck, holy, okay, anyway. How is the Son, if the Son is the Father, number one, why is he called the Son? Number two, how is he saying that no one knows the day or hour that Yahawashi is going to return, but only his Father knows? He said only his Father knows. He didn't say only I, but only I know, or only me, or only me and the Father, or whatever, and stuff like that. He didn't even say me and the Father. He said exclusively my Father only. So even Yahawashi doesn't know when he's going to return yet. Oh, also, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Please tell me I can find it. I think it's Matthew 26. Yes, I was right, Matthew 26. But oh, okay, I got it. I remember what to say. It is here, Matthew 26 verse. Let's start at verse 36. Matthew 26 verse 36. Then cometh Yahawashi with them unto a place called Gethsemane. Obviously, I don't know. I'll admit that I did not pronounce that right, but whatever. Continuing on, and saith unto the disciples, sit ye here while I go pray yonder. So Yahawashi just said he's going to go pray. Verse 27, and he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. And then saith he unto them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. So basically, Yahawashi is asking or requesting, or number one, he's praying. So he's Slakia. Who is Yahawashi praying to if he is the Father? Okay, like this type of stuff makes no sense that people still want to go along with this stuff. Number one, Yahawashi was praying. Number two, he doesn't know. He just admitted, not here, but in the other one, Matthew 24, that he admitted that there was something that he doesn't know, but his Father knew. And number three, he in verse 20, Matthew 26:39, he's asking for he's basically asking if at all be possible for Yahawadah to allow his will to go on, where he doesn't need, where he can be exempt from being crucified, basically. All right, which that's two separate wills. One will, that's two contrasting wills. One will was Yahweh, which is basically saying, well, Yahawashi has to be crucified. And the second will was Yahawashi basically saying, I don't want to be crucified, but I'm going to do it if that is exactly what you want, if that is what you require of me. So basically, once again, there is that distinction in that separation where Yahawashi are two separate entities. All right, although or whatever, I'm not going to make things complicated. Just you basically get it, and I think I explained well enough. Continuing on, Isaiah 8 verse 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there was no light in them. So I don't know where she gets off just flat out calling, not necessarily calling, because I don't think she did insult him, but it was more so in a sense of like comparison. I think that was what it was. Hold on.
Or back and forth, showing them the characters.
Oh yeah, here
themselves in the character of the Bible. So like I said, this episode is about you. So I'm gonna give you.
So, oh yeah, and that's a funny thing I caught. She said that this episode is about you, but yet in this exact same episode, she humiliates herself by making it about her, and then literally proving. And then, well, I don't think the video. This video is not a part. This video is not a part of it. I'm pretty sure. I think the thing here is the fact that the brother got both of them and just put them both right next to each other. That's how he edited his video and stuff like that. So it's not. It wasn't literally like right next to it and stuff like that. But she, on her channel, she posted this, and but at the same time she also posted this, where you can basically see this type of stuff. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? All right, this is what Elijah would be doing, right? I guess. Ridiculous. Anyway, 1 Corinthians 14 verse 34, let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. So again, it's like you're saying all these different stuff. You're saying that you're a watchman, you're saying you're Elijah and whatnot, but yet like all the stuff that you're doing is contrary to the scriptures. Why are you insulting someone? More specifically, why are you insulting someone that literally went around preaching and teaching, telling our people to repent? All right, which I'll admit, at the bare minimum, Captain Tazariak, I think it was Captain Tazariak, is at least trying to tell, or getting the Israelites, to get out of their folly to the at the bare minimum. All right, but yet for her, her what's it called, Lot is over here in comparing him to freaking Eve, King Saul, and more, and then she added Jacob to be disrespectful onto Jacob, which is actually an additional layer of crazy and disrespect. But of course, Christian doesn't understand the true value and importance of Jacob. All right, continuing on, which I'm not going to explain in this lesson, but continuing on, Proverbs 17 verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So it's you will be very surprised at how wise you can seem if you just learn to shut up. If you didn't speak, the less you speak, the smarter you look. All right, but yet she's just over here talking, freaking doing all this stuff, being all this extra to, what's it called, glaze God logic or whoever it was, rather than just, minding her own business. Like, I hate when people have to put their opinions out there. I hate when people have to put let me correct myself. Not opinions. I hate when people have to put their wrong opinions on stuff like this. All right, because you're objectively wrong. You're objectively making a fool out of yourself. All right, just like with that other girl that I had did a video on, where she was basically saying that it is impossible for twins to come out two separate colors, which I literally proved that and that's the funny thing. The video on my channel is called Common Response. I literally proved it because some dumb ass in the comments was saying that I didn't prove her wrong after I quite literally showed the freaking evidence on Google. I literally showed you the stuff. Like, that's how crazy things are. I literally proved it, and that I will never get over that, because that's one of the dumbest things that I've ever experienced, where you can prove something, right, you prove someone wrong beyond a shadow of a doubt, and yet they do not care. They're still going to fight against you. Whatever, I guess. With that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, MANASHAH, Bashem, Wakwa, Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, about Ball and Shalom.